Well, folks, I've started working on rebuilding my axles for my generator, and I kind of got an idea about how I want to do it, but I'm not quite sure. I'm just playing it as I go here. Yeah, so I got these pieces of tubing cut 4 inches, and my idea was to tack this onto the side of the existing axle where I took it out, and then have this axle resting inside here. Now weld that and brace it, and that give me some inches high. So I'm basically right now just grinding off so it'll take a weld. And this is the actual axle that I'm going to use, but I got to figure out how to drill a hole for a carter key on the end. That's going to be a challenge for me because I don't have the tools to do that, and I probably don't have the right drilled bits, but I'm going to give it a go and see if I can get this cut and drilled for the carter key. Start tacking it on. All right, we'll see how that goes. Well, okay, so I've got those grounded down, and that's where I think I want to place the axle. So before I weld it up, tack it up, it's supposed to go something like that, and the axle is going to fit in here something like that. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, I've never done this before. I'm not a welder either, but I like piddling, so we'll try it and see what happens. Okay, I was able to get that hole drilled for my carter key. I don't have a carter key right now. I gotta go get some, but that will help hold the wheel on, keep them sliding off. I didn't have a way to stop it. I didn't have a washer big enough to fit this 5/8 inch rod, so I just welded a bead around to do the stop on the axle, and that will stop the axle from, so I'll put a little grease on that so it'll roll a little easier. But I got that side done, so now I need to put it up and see how long I want the rod to be. So that's the next step, and then I will cut it and do the same thing to the other side that I did to this side right here. Hopefully, and then I'll be ready to weld it onto that brace. So that's the next step. Oh, this is much better. I can roll it around pretty good now. Okay, one down and one to go. All right, I got rained out, so I had to come back. It had rained for a couple hours and got a break, but finally got my wheels on my 2 generators. And it really handles a whole lot better balance wise, just springing it up and getting those bigger tires on there. really helped it. This one needs some more work. The pulley on it's bad, and I got to get that. I was working on that, and I got to get that fixed. I'm fixing to crank this one up over here and let it run for a while. So anyway, finally got that project done. And my next project will be over here in my fire pit area. I had this wall and all this whole thing installed in 2017, and so I put polymer sand down into the cracks and everything, but there's a lot of water that comes off this hill and it does not hold. It will bubble and come up. So I got a high pressure sprayer washer last fall, and I high pressured it out, and so I think I'm just going to put cement in it. So that's my next project, so that my concern is that the water is seeping through, and that was a built up area that they made for the fire pit, and I'm afraid that the water is seeping through and was going to wash this out. So I'm going to go back and fill this in with concrete, and hopefully it will hold off. I got to put a drain in over in that corner so the water will flow off of here, and that's my next project. When I had this wall installed in 2017, I did the electrical. I put the electrical and the conduit in, and I ran the wire up through here and had conduit up through here, and about 2 feet of wire in each light. I got 4 posts. And so Sheila's mom was very ill, and in July of 2017, and so she went over to West Tennessee to be with her mom, and then I stayed while these guys were doing some work, and I was trying to finish up this electrical. And finally I went over to West Tennessee, and so while I was gone, they still had to install these 2x2 pieces of rock, and they had to get it bored, holes in it for my conduit. And so after the funeral services and everything for Sheila's mom, I came back over here, and the guys had cut the wires down to the top of the conduit. And I guess they didn't want to handle the wire through the hole or something. I don't know. But I just did have enough wire to connect to these lanterns. And I thought, oh my God, I said, they've ruined it. I pulled all that wire and put extra in there, and they almost ruined it. But anyway, I'm going to be filling in these cracks with cement, and that's my next project. And hopefully that will keep the water from seeping in, and maybe keep this from trying to wash away over a period of time. But yeah, so I'll get some video of that, and I got to do some get some weeds out of here too. Okay, talk to you guys later.